Well, as you know, the coronavirus has impacted businesses all around the world.
But there's one town in Maryland who's unfortunately become used to financial hardship after having to deal with 2 catastrophes in 2 years.
And we're talking about Ellicott City in Howard County. WJZ is live right there now. That's where we find Joy Burnett who spoke with business owners trying to wrap their minds around this latest economic crisis. Joy.
Well, right now we are in Ellicott City, and I'm going to have my photographer slowly zoom out for you. You can see just how steep things are here, and that's perhaps why this area is so susceptible to flooding. Now, after surviving 2 1,000-year floods in just a matter of 2 years, now they're dealing with a global pandemic. Springtime is usually prime time in Old Town Ellicott City, but not in 2020.
We do not have the building blocks in place necessary for stage 1 reopening.
COVID-19 has left this Renaissance mill town.
We opened in May of 1999.
Nearly empty.
We were excited.
As business owners and their partners,
but don't forget about our main streets. We need the programs here too.
Put on a strong front that everything will be okay.
Every time something happens, they come back stronger.
Ellicott City has had practice with defeating disasters.
You hear the water a little bit right now.
Salon owner Lisa Ennis has been at it for 2 decades.
You would hear it roaring.
Listening to the signs around her.
And you could hear sirens come from every single area.
In 1999, it was a 6th alarm fire.
We noticed that there's this big black cloud up over all of Ellicott City. And we're thinking, what is that?
2011, Tropical Storm Lee brought flooding, but then in 2016 came the big one.
From all the footage, it just looked like rolling rapids. It was horrifying.
What was supposed to be a 1,000-year flood repeated itself 2 years later.
We saw firsthand the devastation.
Now in 2020, Ellicott City is fighting a different enemy, COVID-19.
It's sad. There's a lot of folks here that have been through a lot.
Corey Mull, Ennis's next-door neighbor, had to close a restaurant. He transitioned to curbside at 2 other locations to keep some staff.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got an order in? Yep. Last name?
There's a lot of retailers here that are still waiting for the go-ahead to do, any kind of opening. We're at least able to do that.
Go ahead and pop the trunk.
Much like after the floods, business will take time to come back under the motto, Ellicott City Strong.
We have every intention to fight hard and come back.
All right, so during that story, we switched locations for you. We wanted to give you a different vantage point here in Old Town Ellicott City. If you look down here, it's really quaint. The roads are small and so are the sidewalks, so that may make it really hard for them to socially distance safely once things open back up, and that's what some of the leaders here are thinking about before they make those moves. Live at 5, Joy Burnett for WJZ.